Your favorite friend group is back. FX as Adults follows 5 roommates living in New York, leaning on each other to navigate love, work, friendship, and family, while tackling pressing questions of your 20s like, what if the person who inherited your fake ID is cooler than you ever were? Why does being around your family make you regress into your worst self? And how do you tell your roommates that you have other friends? FX as Adults. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this extended look of Grand Theft Auto 6. So here's the thing, right? I've been waiting for this game for a while, and I've been avoiding the leaks. I've been avoiding any, just any information. When I sat down, first off, the thing is this, because I plan on posting the reaction on YouTube, so you guys might have already seen the reaction, and then, you're just, I guess, wanting to hear my afterthoughts on it and stuff. But because I was just kind of just sitting down, just taking it in the moment of watching it and things. Like, I did talk on some stuff, but I was just kind of, for the most part, just sitting in and taking it in the moment. Like, man, we're finally seeing some Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay. So I'm starting up, like, Netflix. I'm starting up the stream, all that stuff. The amount of technical difficulties I was having just trying to watch this thing, I'm like, hey, look, Rockstar, because I know that they're probably going to do like maybe an extended look of or a first look of multiplayer for Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't even, we'll see, I guess, what happens. I mean, we do got a few more months and stuff, so we'll see what happens with the multiplayer stuff. I know it ain't gonna come out day one, but just be like, oh, coming out on this day after Grand Theft Auto 6 and stuff. So, but please, in the future, just upload the video to YouTube, because all that stuff that I had to go through to figure it out on Netflix, don't do that no more, because that was just way too many technical difficulties. The screen was black for some reason. Then my screen kept going out on my secondary monitor. Then when I got it to like figure out, then I was like, then it was showing up for me, but it wasn't showing up on stream. I was like, man, you know what? I'm about to just be like, forget it and just play a game, because I'm like, I don't even care for doing this reaction no more and stuff. So, because this was my first time ever doing a reaction on stream. So I was like, okay, I want it to be memorable. I want it to be something good. Fam, I'm telling you, I was like, never again. I was like, it's one of those things. If they do that, I'm like, I got it figured out now. Like, it was showing up and all that stuff. But man, I was like, that is stupid. I'm like, you guys should never, ever do that again. But anyways, fam, when I tell you guys that extended look was because I remember how it was when they did Grand Theft Auto 5, and I don't really remember them doing no extended looks for Grand Theft Auto 4. I was like, I just knew that a Grand Theft Auto game was coming out. I do remember watching content on Grand Theft Auto 4, but not like heavily like how Grand Theft Auto 5 was and all that stuff. But, I remember Grand Theft Auto 4. People were going crazy for it. People were going crazy for Grand Theft Auto 5. I think Grand Theft Auto 6, for one, people are going to go crazy over this game. 2, I think there's going to be a lot of video game developers upset that Grand Theft Auto 6 is releasing, because let's just talk on the one thing that I'm a fan of. I love racing games. I love how they look. I love how they feel. They showed, I guess, for those that maybe if you don't have Netflix and you're like, oh man, I'm so curious to see. Well, yeah, you probably done seen it, on my YouTube channel and stuff. But the racing stuff that they showed, that doesn't even look like Grand Theft Auto. That looks like that can be like a dirt race on, like if somebody were to send me that video and be like, oh, they're coming out with a Dirt 6, I would believe it. I would have thought that was an actual racing game. Like, that's the thing. So when you compare Grand Theft Auto 5 racing to Grand Theft Auto 6, night and day. It doesn't even look the same. Like, you can tell that Grand Theft Auto 5, like, now looking at it, you can tell that that's a 2013 game. Now, yeah, them doing the remasters and changing it up, now you can kind of see, like, it looks like it's, instead of 2013, maybe it could be a 2015 or 2016 game, but still, Grand Theft Auto 6, I'm like, man, they had that racing mode looking like an actual racing game. I was looking at that and I was like, that does not even look like a video, or not. I mean, it looks like a video game, but it doesn't look like it's Grand Theft Auto. That looked like a full blown. The thing is this, right? And I'm a Midnight Club fan. It looks like it's better than Midnight Club. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know what the racing is going to be like in Grand Theft Auto 6, but if they plan on going deep with it, oh yeah, I'm like, we going to be good on a Midnight Club game. Like, that's the one thing about it. We going to be good. But then I hear that there's going to be all these different activities. Like, they said that you'll be able to go to a zoo in there and then study animals. What other things that oh yeah, then basketball, of course. I remember them saying that they were going to have a basketball mode. But yeah, I mean, like, there's so many different things it looks like that you're going to be able to do in that game. And then the map size. Let's just talk on the map size, right? So it ain't going to be like, no, like that one racing game Fuel. But the map size, I think they said it's 3 times bigger than the Red Dead Redemption 2 map. And then it's twice as big than the Grand Theft Auto 5 map. So you're pretty much like, fam, Grand Theft Auto 5. So I think this is how it'll probably go. Like Red Dead Redemption, because I think that was like out of them 3 maps, like Red Dead Redemption 2 is the smallest. Red Dead Redemption 2, that's like your like local amusement park that they do before or as sometime after the school year starts. Like for us, it was the Puyallup Fair. So the Puyallup Fair is Red Dead Redemption 2. You'll be able to do some things in there. But it ain't gonna be like Grand Theft Auto 5, where that's Disneyland. Grand Theft Auto 6 is Disney World. And it's funny saying that because it takes place in Florida and stuff. So that's why I'm like, man, it's like they gonna go all out. I think that they're definitely gonna go all out. But then, talking on that too, because so I reacted to the trailer.
Your favorite friend group is back. FX as adults follows 5 roommates living in New York, leaning on each other to navigate love, work, friendship, and family, while tackling pressing questions of your 20s like, what if the person who inherited your fake ID is cooler than you ever were? Why does being around your family make you regress into your worst self? And how do you tell your roommates that you have other friends? FX as adults. All episodes now streaming on Hulu.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT. Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast. Have you guys heard about ChatGPT work? It's the new way to use ChatGPT for bigger multi-step projects. And when you need more than just answers, give ChatGPT work access to your apps and files, and it can create real work documents like spreadsheets, slides, and structured reports. Get started at chatgpt.com by selecting work mode, available on Plus and Pro plans.
Then after that, I went to go play Tom Clancy's The Division 2. When you watch a video like that and then you go and play a bad game, because yeah, the Division 2, fam, so I'm playing the game, right? I'm playing the Division 2. There was some bug, and it's funny because the game updated, then they shut down the servers last night, so I'm thinking, oh, okay, they're gonna probably be rolling out something, big for this game. The audio for the explosions, because I have like the rolling bombs, and then I have a light machine gun. It was cutting in and out. And the majority of the time where I was playing that game, I wasn't even hearing the audio for the gun and the rolling bombs. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, Ubisoft, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, no, I'm saying like a lot of different developers should be ashamed of yourselves, because it's like they've been working. So from what they said is that they've been working on this game since 2013. Okay, cool. So I'm like, they definitely took their time with it, but it looks like it was worth it. Like, I'm like, with how detailed it looked, and then with the activities that you're gonna be able to do in that game, I'm like, yeah, they definitely look like Rockstar Games look like they know what they're doing when it comes down to Grand Theft Auto. What I'm confused off of is that Ubisoft, you guys came out with 2 Division games, 2 Ghost Recon games. You came out with 2 Rainbow Six games. Where's some other games that multiple Assassin's Creeds? Are you guys like, I mean, what's the issue? Like, no, seriously, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves by coming out with those games. And then you see a company like Rockstar Games where it's like they take their time. They're not releasing a game here and there and stuff. No, they're taking their time with it. And if that's what it comes down to, then that's what more developers need to be doing rather than, oh, let's release a game this year and that year and this year and that. And then it's like, okay, now you guys done released all these games. Now you got all this stuff that you need to work on and you can't just focus on one game. So that's why I'm like, that's why Ubisoft, you guys are in the position that you're in NBA 2K. I'm telling you right now, if they have it where it's not just like a shoot around basketball, like no, you can actually like create like I guess more so for multiplayer, and then you can like have it where it's like a basketball league or something. Yeah, you can play online with people. NBA 2K is no longer gonna, because the difference is with this, right? With NBA 2K, you play somebody, trash talk them, go on about your business. Grand Theft Auto 6, play against somebody, trash talk them, go on about your business, follow that person to their house, and blow their head smooth off their shoulders. This is Grand Theft Auto that we are talking about. Crime, all that stuff, legal. So I can shoot somebody after a game if they done stressed me out. But no, overall though, but I'm like, I'm not saying that they need to add like gun and violence and all that stuff to NBA 2K, but I'm like, fam, and just even talking on the short part that they showed with basketball. Now it does look like, you know, it's gonna probably be a blend of like, you know, of it being cinematic, and then because they didn't really show too much of him like moving around when playing it and stuff. Like I know that there's like the cinematic trailers, and then they'll never do like the realistic stuff. But I feel like that with how smooth Red Dead Redemption 2 was. And I think I got to thinking about it. The reason why I believe that they personally released Red Dead Redemption 2 is because they wanted to test out some stuff. So they're all like, hey, we done made enough money. So, but no, let's test the limits, you know, with what we're developing and what we're working on and stuff. So let's just come out with a Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, kind of just test it out, see how it works out for that game. Because when you sit down and think about it, I'm like, that game had no content. I mean, they did have like some things here and there. They did have it where it was like visually and it was like very detailed, and then just with some activities that and the stuff that you can do in there, they put a lot of work into it. I feel like that was just a test. Like that was like, okay, let's see what we can do with this, and then like whatever is successful in Red Dead Redemption 2, we're gonna use it for Grand Theft Auto 6. Because when watching that, like, fam, watching that, I'm honestly thinking about watching it again. I want to get my family to watch it. I want to see other people watching it and stuff, because I was like, man, it was that good. And I'm like, it really trips me out though, because I'm sitting down thinking, I'm like, man, we should have got this game a long time ago. But thinking about it, I'm like, it's probably good that they delayed it, you know, because they probably still wanted to work on some stuff and, you know, do some things to the game, add some more stuff. Now I'm like, I can understand why, you know. And then again, just talking about other video games, I'm like, man, you know, I don't think a lot of video games is gonna be getting played. Like, if I if I could just talk on the aftermath of Grand Theft Auto 6 releasing, I think this is what's gonna happen, right? So if they do like how they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, this is what's gonna happen. So everybody is gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. November 19th, whether it's 6 in the morning or 9 o'clock at night, people are gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. People are gonna be calling out from work. Kids is gonna be staying home from school, and that's because I just remember it was one of my friends growing up. When a major game came out, you didn't see him, so kids is gonna be calling out from school. It's gonna definitely be a slow day at school. I feel like they gonna probably, you know what would be funny though, if schools did that. They was like, we know that Grand Theft Auto is gonna be, because if I was a teacher and then like some kids was like, oh, Mr. Moss, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow, I'm like, why you ain't gonna be here tomorrow? I'm like, no. I'm like, tell the class why you ain't gonna be here tomorrow, because I ain't gonna be here tomorrow either. So I'm like, but no, I just want to hear your answer, and and then I'll tell you my answer afterwards. That kid gonna get to stare here like, I got a doctor's appointment. I'm like, okay, well then, cool, thank you. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna tell the principal, later on today. I'm like, oh, I got a last minute doctor's appointment or something. They're like, another kid. I'm like, how come you ain't coming to school tomorrow? Because I'm like, I know I seen you in GameStops the other day. You be playing the game and stuff. It ain't got nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto 6, does it? And they were like, no, I got take care of my dog. I'm like, okay, well, if I feel like actually, I ain't gonna tell the principal that. I want to overall just hear everybody's answers, and whatever is the best answer, that's what all of us collectively are going to go with. Then they're gonna be all like, oh, it's another kid gonna be like, oh, there's some family members coming into town, and I'm the only one that really knows around town and stuff. So, or it's like, I'm trying to think. I'm like, dang, what would be a good excuse? Because I'm like, what? I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, nah, we gotta come. Content creating is my job, so. But I guess if I were to have me a 9 to 5, I'm like, I honestly, I think I would be honest. I'm like, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. I'm like, I really don't know what else to tell you, but we ain't gonna be showing. I'm like, actually, you know what? I'm like, I would be all like, hey, we're gonna go on a field trip. So I'm like, no, I know a lot of us is gonna be staying home that day. If I was a teacher, I'm like, we're gonna go on a little field trip. So I'm gonna get the paperwork and all that stuff ready. You guys I'm gonna have you get these permission slips. Whether you want to forge the thing or whatever, but I'm like, we gonna get the permission slips. I'm gonna hand them back to the principal. We gonna I'm like, oh, it's a field trip where we can actually take our own cars. Like the kids, they gonna be just taking their own cars and just driving up there and stuff. I guess like if it's middle school, then I'm like, oh yeah, the parents agreed that they'll take their kids up there and stuff, because they actually some of the parents, they can just drop the kids off early in the morning and stuff. We'll probably show up when school is over with and all that. So, but no, yeah, I'm like, but yeah, we all staying home. We all playing the game and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, kids ain't gonna be showing up to school. Parents ain't gonna be showing up to work. What else? And then just talking on like the rest of the gaming industry, there ain't gonna be a lot of video games getting played. I feel like that, yeah, you might see a video game here and there getting played. There might be that one kid where it's like he ain't got the funds to go out and get it, but he is trying to figure it out and stuff on how he could get that game. So yeah, GameStops, they gonna definitely have their work cut out for them. Yeah, there's gonna probably be a lot of different, I guess, like if anybody does have any disc games and stuff, yeah, there's gonna probably be a lot of GameStops getting in a bunch of different discs. If not that, retro game stores where it's like, yeah, they're getting in a bunch of games and stuff. What else? Gonna probably be some sneaker reselling stores where they're all like, oh yeah, can I sell these J's real quick so I can get Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of businesses where they're gonna be just packed with a bunch of different stuff in there. And then getting back to the gaming industry, there ain't gonna be a whole lot of games getting played. It's like we're gonna see, let's just open up Steam. I think it's Steam DB. I think that one where it's like you can see how many people are playing a game and stuff. So okay, so yeah, there's like currently right now 3,000 people are playing Marathon. It's gonna probably be 100 people playing Marathon. What about this Star Wars game? I might check out this Star Wars game because it actually looks pretty fun and stuff. Wait a minute, I wonder if they got like a thing where it's like I can play it for like 5 or 10 hours or something like that. Like if it's on that EA Play thing. No, let's see what other games. Elden Ring. People ain't gonna probably be playing Elden Ring. What else? Arc Raiders. It's gonna be a lot of different games where people ain't gonna be fooling with it and stuff. And I'm like, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it's one of those things where some developers, they'll probably understand and know that it's like, okay, yeah, we know Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be a big game, so we can't even trip about it. But there's gonna be some other developers where I feel like they gonna have a little bit of hostility and jealousy towards Rockstar Games, and it's like, okay, the only reason why you're upset is because you know Grand Theft Auto 6 is better than anything that you guys can ever come out with. Ubisoft probably being one of them. So anyways, with that being said, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service, and peace.